Hi, I'm Chris, and welcome to Highways and Byways. Last week's episode got one download from Michigan and 5 views on YouTube. This week I'll tell you about going to see Baylor play football for the first time, and a lot more. Alright, let's start off with some news. You know, it's cheaper to go to a junior college than 4-year colleges or universities. Temple College was ranked 11th in the U.S. by SmartAsset, a financial services company, out of 845 schools in the study. Temple College was the only school from Texas to rank in the top 50 in the nation. The Temple and Academy school districts got grants from the Texas Workforce Commission. Temple got a $331,000 346 grant to train students to be licensed vocational nurses, while Academy got a $192,850 grant to help train students to be welders. A new elementary school in Belton is supposed to open in January, while another is supposed to be finished in April. A 96-year-old man from Lampasas who has served in World War II earned his high school diploma. The grand opening of the terminal at Temple Airport, or John Miller Airport in Temple, that is supposed to be on November 1st. The Temple PD had its Burgers with a Badge event last Saturday at New Day Learning Academy in Temple. There is an exhibit at the Bell County Museum talking about the menu from Camp Hood during World War II. They had a back-to-school prayer service at UMHB. My niece Grace Crumno was a freshman at UMHB this year. A nonprofit is repurposing flower arrangements for senior citizens. Registration for the Angel Tree program for the Salvation Army has started. Power went out when it rained on Sunday. It was 100 degrees earlier in the day. There is a new critter corner at Temple Children's Museum. It was unveiled on Monday. It is paid for by a grant from Meta for $50,000. They're having the Central Texas Brawl Brunch presented by the American Cancer Society on Tuesday, October 10th from 11:30 to 1 at the Bell County Expo Center. The proceeds will go to breast cancer research. The theme for this year is the 1980s. I grew up in the 1980s. In sports, in high school football action, Belton beat Pflugerville 36-19 in the District 11 5A Division II opener. Lake Belton beat Waco 48-0 in the District 4 5A Division I. Academy beat Troy 49-21 in the District 11 3A D1 opener. Temple lost to Bryan 53-25 in the District 12 6A opener. In college football, Texas beat Baylor 38-6. Texas A&M beat Auburn 27-10, and UMHB beat McMurray 50-9. In the NFL Week 3 action, the Texans beat the Jaguars 37-17. That's the first win for new coach D'Amico Ryans, while the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals 28-16. And Texas is now ranked number 3 in the AP poll. Okay, I'm back. That piece of music, by the way, is called Dawn Forest. I first went and saw Baylor play football in person back in 1981. I went with the RA group from my church, the First Baptist Church in Rosebud, and I saw them play Rice, and they lost 17-14. It was RA day, and there was an assembly at Wickle Hall before the game. Unfortunately, I also had a cold, and I felt kind of miserable. And I did go to another one 2 years later. It was also the RA day game, and I went with the RA group, obviously. And they also played Rice, but that time they won, 48-14. And the assembly they had that at Baylor Stadium instead of at Waco Hall, and I didn't have a cold that time. Walter Abercrombie, who later played for the Pittsburgh Steelers and was on that '81 team as well as their 1980 Southwest Conference Championship team, spoke at my church. I think either 1982 or 1983. Might have been '82. My mama worked at Walmart in Rockdale, Texas back in the late 1980s. Sam Walton visited the store one time when she worked there, but she wasn't able to meet him because she was out sick. All right, now I'll tell you about the game played between Baylor and Texas A&M in 1954, as written in Dave Campbell's favorite Texas college football stories. Now, in that game, Baylor trailed Texas A&M 7-0 going into the second quarter. But they tied the score and sewed up the game in the first 11 minutes of the third quarter and won by a score of 20-7. It was their sixth win in a row over the Aggies and their most decisive since 1949. That's back when Bear Bryant was the coach at A&M. Country Music Hall of Fame member Hank Thompson was born in Waco in 1925. His style was honky-tonk western swing. His first number one and probably his best-known hit was the song The Wild Side of Life, which has the line, I didn't know God made honky-tonk angels. He was elected to the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1989 and kept touring until he had health issues. He died on November 6, 2007 at the age of 82, a month after he gave his last performance in Waco. That's from the Wikipedia article about him. Sometimes Tuesday, I watched the replay of WWE Raw from Monday on Hulu. Bronson Reed beat Otis. Tommaso Ciampa beat Ludwig Kaiser. Tegan Knox beat Natalya. Tegan Knox becomes the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Seth freaking Rollins challenged Shinsuke Nakamura to a last man standing match at Fastlane. Dirty Dominic Mysterio retained the NXT North American Championship over Dragon Lee. Drew McIntyre beat Kofi Kingston. Finn Balor and Senior Money in the Bank Damian Priest retained the tag titles over Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. There's a Bible verse for you. It's from the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse number 20. And it says, For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, I am therefore in the midst of them. Now leave a like and a rating and a comment and hit the download button. And thank you and come back now, and have a good day.